Louisiana Beer Reviews. We are doing an ale from...
Ale or?
An India Pale Ale.
Ooh, an India Pale Ale.
From Fatheads Brewery of Ohio. And this is called Headhunter India Pale Ale. And I don't know anything about Fatheads Brewery because we do not get their beers in Louisiana. But thanks, Wayne, for sending this to me. He's in Pennsylvania.
Thanks, Wayne.
It says, chill out, man, have a beer. That's a run-on sentence. It should be, chill out, man, period, have a beer. But anyway, it's a shrink wrap.
Former teacher.
Shrink wrap plastic cover. Well, it is a run-on sentence. Okay, handcrafted, unfiltered, pour slowly. 6. Do I have notes for this?
What are you doing to it? You trying to get it to explode?
Yeah, I knew that was wrong. 7.5% alcohol, 80 IBUs. It's been on the market since 2009. They use...
That's right there, 7.3 on the can.
No, 0.5. 80 IBUs. Pale C15, Carapils, Carahel are the malts, and they use wheat. These double IPAs a lot of times have wheat. And the hops are Centennial, Chinook, Citra, Mosaic, and Simcoe. Gets a 96 on Beer Advocate, a 99 out of 100 on Rate Beer, 100 out of 100 in the style, and a 79 on Untapped.
So the additive of wheat is probably the same, probably looking for the same finish that you get with an additive of oats.
To soften it.
It gives it a creamy finish.
This can was overfilled. Look, it's all the way to the opening.
Overfill my chalice.
I'm not going to overfill it because I would like to try some myself. Alright, even though I already did a solo. Alright,
here we go again, kids. I'm going to get cheated. Even though I already did it, a solo.
Is this a service charge? Alright.
Look at that. Again.
That's even. You're
Oh.
You are obsessed. Okay.
Oh. No. No. Oh.
I like how you're doing it. You're like holding it higher and higher.
Oh.
Okay. Look, you got more than me because I'm holding the glass higher. All right. Anyway.
It does smell like an IPA. You can smell. It's got that kind of fruity funk going on with it.
Yep. And then they say this is a West Coast style.
No, I wouldn't go that far as calling this a West Coast style, as you just said.
Yeah, back from 2009. You know, it's not hazy because of the beer. It's hazy because the glass is cold.
It smells like Fruity Pebbles.
Strong bubbles, Fruity Pebbles.
Yeah, the Flintstones Fruity Pebbles. That's what it smells like.
Yeah,
and narrowly it's mixed in.
From General Mills Company.
It's got that sweet candy finish on top of it. To me, this isn't West Coast style. It starts smelling like that.
Okay, so it's from Ohio, so it's a Great Lakes Coast style.
Whatever term you want to stamp on it.
They call it the Third Coast. And we are on the Gulf Coast. We get Gulf Coast IPAs.
I thought we were the Third Coast.
I think people call those Great Lakes states the Third Coast.
How is that even a coast?
It's not really. It's a lakeshore. Lakeshore. We're the Gulf Coast, which is part of the Atlantic. Anyway, all these technicalities. It's fruity. It's resinous.
I'm getting this humongous candy finish going on.
There's no date, guys, that I can see. Oh wait. Okay, yeah. It's not old. There's a date. I apologize. I'm thinking of another beer I had recently from Louisiana that had no date.
It's not really smelling like an IPA to me.
No? Smell like one of those Bosom IPAs that I bring sometimes from Trader Joe's.
No,
from
it
Wisconsin.
doesn't smell like that either.
Weirdness.
I just explained what it smells like. It
Yeah.
smells like a strong candy finish.
Now and later, and Fruity Pebbles.
kind of detect some. There's a slight IPA coming through with it, but for the most part, it's like sweet candy notes.
So if somebody gave this to you blind, you wouldn't be thinking DIPA?
Not at all.
Weird.
What's weird?
It's just weird that you wouldn't think that, because to me it does smell like that.
I think you drank too much today.
Nah, I really didn't. Just had the Cozell, and we split the other one. A little bit of that pink wine, rosé wine, and a little coffee liqueur this morning
Go
at
ahead and taste it.
3:30.
Stop talking and taste it.
Yes, sir, Emperor. Yeah, tastes like a DIPA. It's a white bread crust, a lot of intense bitterness.
A lot of intense pithness. Some pith in it. A whole lot of pith. I'm not tasting a whole lot of hop going on with it. It's definitely not a West Coast style. It drops. And you left with this grapefruit in your mouth. It's like you're chewing on a piece of pith.
I didn't have my glasses on, so I couldn't tell. Yeah, it's lined up right.
It's still there. It's like it doesn't go away.
It's got like some pine resin, but you know, it's hop oils. Hop oils, yeah. I don't know why I call it Headhunter. I don't know. That's kind of, you know, the label art is not too attractive.
It's sweet to start as it goes across the palate. Then it gets this bitterness that kind of sits there and it just lingers. It doesn't go through. So if you were drinking these and you're like, I really don't care, I'm just drinking IPAs, then you really wouldn't pick up on this.
I can't just drink IPAs like that. I'm always thinking about them like, what is this? What is
Well,
this?
thank as you drink. Thank as you drink and speak what you thought.
Yeah, you told me to stop talking and drink, so I didn't say anything. The body's high, medium. The finish is mostly dry. The bitterness units are through the roof.
Look, your neighbor's got a Matrix.
Toyota Corolla Matrix. Also sold as the Pontiac Vibe. Her car is good. There's only one little problem. It never breaks. She doesn't get to enjoy going to the repair shop.
She sure doesn't get to enjoy driving and not having to do that.
Right. That's a 2009 and it's still trucking along. All right.
Good cars.
Might be a 2010, the last year of the vehicle. In fact, I think it is a 2010, the last model year. I don't know what your score is going to be, but we're about to find out.
Base this off of a description of what it's supposed to be. A double IPA, West Coast style.
I said West Coast, but it says West Coast IPA. I knew I was right. Aggressively hopped. They're saying it all over the can. West Coast IPA. West Coast IPA. Of course, made in Ohio.
You go ahead and drink the Kool-Aid on it, is what you're drinking, what you're reading. I'm gonna have to give this a C+. And for several factors, it's mislabeled. I don't think this is a double IPA. There's a whole lot of pith going on with it, and it's not terribly enjoyable.
Well,
it's okay.
I'll just delete this video and nobody's gonna see it.
The pith burn just stays there. It doesn't go away.
So it's just too much of a Pythian experience.
Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure something's being used.
Wait a minute. You said something's being used. They said that's the malts, there's the hops, they have wheat, and that's
You
it.
believe everything you read.
Yes.
The internet never lies.
No. I'm still giving it my high score. You're saying 78. Hey, but if that's what you think, that's what you think. And I'm saying 98, like I said the first time, an outstanding ale.
Really? So this is better than Torpedo? And have you given Torpedo a 98?
No, but Torpedo's just an extra IPA. It's not a double.
So is this better than
Oh,
Sierra
Torpedo
Ale?
is the same. I would say so, yes. I think I like it more than Torpedo, but I love Torpedo.
Did you get a frontal lobotomy before it came over?
What's the name of this company? Fatheads. Just remember who's taking up for you. All right. So, yes, I love it. I wouldn't drink it constantly because these strong IPAs can just get too much to take.
Is this better than our local NOLA IPA?
The Hopatulus or the
Hopatulus.
Hoppy Right Infringement, the
Hopatulus.
DIPA.
Is this better than that? Is this better than Stone IPA?
Uh,
Come on, I'm going to keep on throwing them out there.
I scored it higher.
So you give Stone IPA outstanding? World class 100?
No, it's a high score.
That is the quintessential top shelf West Coast IPA.
I love all those
You're
beers
getting
that you
this
named.
better score than that.
Yeah, but I mean, I like all of the ones you mentioned. I love Lagunitas IPA, I love Stone, I love Hopatulus, I love Hoppy Right Infringement, formerly known as Mecca Hopzilla. I like
Should
naturally
you give this a
Torpedo.
higher score than Ghost in the Machine?
Oh yeah, because I never gave that very high score.
And Envy?
Now you're bringing in pale ales, and you're starting to cross line.
Come on now. I mean,
Anyway, that's what I'm saying.
this
98.
one's got wheat in it. I mean, you know, really,
So
what
does
West
Florida
Coast
Man.
IPA have? Well, Florida Man's from Florida. It never said it was a West Coast style. This says it's a West Coast style.
Yeah, it just says a deep typo. It seems like a West Coast style to me.
Anyway, this is
Anyways,
missing a whole lot. There's a low residency. There's not a whole lot of tropical notes that you would expect to get. I'm not getting any pineapple or mango in this, which you would get from the hops. I'm getting a whole lot of pith, which is grapefruit stuff that you don't want. That's the stuff you peel off of a citrus fruit that you don't want to eat.
I don't
after
like
you eat it.
pith. No, I mean, I never eat that spongy, bitter stuff.
Mm.
But I'm not really getting that here.
Mm.
I mean, you getting pithed off,
Mm.
and I'm not.
Mm.
So anyway, we have a very bad argument happening right now. But
I
that's
think someone's taste buds are off.
what do you think caused that for you? And we're going to end this review by saying, y'all go to Ohio and tour the Fatheads Brewery. I will praise them. He will ask them what is the problem here, and then we'll see what happens on the tour. Thank you.
Chew better pith.